Ever since I was a kid, ever since I watched my first ever football game with my father, it was the New England Patriots versus the Jets. I've always been a Patriots fan. I didn't know how football worked. I didn't know the history of the New England Patriots when I became a fan. So, I just latch on. I liked how they played. I liked Rob Gronkowski. I liked Tom Brady. I liked so many different people on the team that I didn't know that this team was the greatest of all times. Of course, people are going to say that you're a bandwagon. I mean, if you want to call me a bandwagon, then sure, go ahead. But, I just picked the team that my father hated the most. I didn't know why. I just did. And the team I ended up picking was the Patriots, just to let you guys know. But I think about this because for one particular reason. The Patriots is the biggest question of every single team this season. Which is why I wanted to talk about Jarrett Stidham. Jarrett Stidham was selected in the 4th round from the New England Patriots. And I didn't know that much about Jarrett Stidham. I never watched any college football. I've seen clips of some on the TV, but I never watched a full game. Until, the offseason when the Patriots lost against the Titans. That was the one moment I'm like, okay, so Jarrett Stidham isn't going to be the backup quarterback. He's going to be the apprentice and eventually take on the main role. So I need to learn more about who I'm going to be supporting. And when I looked at Jarrett Stidham, I realized something I didn't realize before. This quarterback from Auburn, he's not this typical average quarterback. Jarrett Stidham, is the real deal. I see a lot of Daniel Jones in him. What I mean by that, I mean a good quarterback, a solid quarterback with no weapons. There was no weapons, no big name weapons, and it makes sense. Jarrett Stidham went to Auburn. Daniel Jones went to Duke. They're not the typical big names like Alabama or LSU or Clemson. Hell, they're not even schools like Oregon. So, I mean, at that point, they already had a disadvantage. The difference was, and here's the difference. Daniel Jones was a 3rd round pick. He was supposed to be a 3rd round pick, but then ended up being a top 10 pick in the draft. While Jarrett Stidham was in the 4th round. Why was Jarrett Stidham so different from someone like Daniel Jones, but could end up as a new Tom Brady? You know that? Might be even a better version of Tom Brady. Let's talk about this. When we think of Jarrett Stidham, we can't think of him as Tom Brady's replacement. We need to think of Jarrett Stidham as his own person. Jarrett Stidham, if you look at college footage, he was a good quarterback. But the weapons around him were trash. And I mean, they were. And you think, oh, just college, he'll never be good. You know he played in the preseason, right? He was good. Oh, but in his first ever game, he threw for an interception. He overthrew his wide receiver. Yeah, but guess who else did? Tom Brady. Tom Brady threw for interceptions. In fact, similar to what Jarrett Stidham did, overthrowing them. In fact, they were so similar, in fact, that, like, they made the right plays. It's just the excitement, I gotta, this is my first ever play, I need to do this right. That he overthrew his target. Take it as you will for Jarrett or Tom. That's happened before. And you know what? Jarrett Stidham can run. He can run. Not like a Lamar Jackson. But I'll say more like Patrick Mahomes in a way. Someone who can run, but that isn't their style. He isn't some running quarterback like Michael Vick, like Lamar Jackson, like Josh Allen in a way. I mean, Josh Allen is a little weird as a quarterback, I guess. Because it looks like he's trying to be two different things at the same time, so I mean, it's kind of weird. Anyway, Jarrett Stidham looks like a quarterback who can run, and I like that. Tom Brady could run, yeah, but like, Jarrett Stidham is just a better runner. And due to the fact that Jarrett Stidham was behind arguably the greatest quarterback of all times, actually no, he is the most achieved quarterback, but arguably the best quarterback of all football, that gives him a huge advantage. Unlike some people like Josh Rosen or Jameis Winston, who didn't sit a year behind quarterbacks. They had to immediately go in. Even quarterbacks that sit behind people, like Lamar Jackson sitting behind Joe Flacco, and Patrick Mahomes with Alex Smith, Stidham already has a better chance sitting behind the GOAT. So don't think Jarrett Stidham is this not good quarterback. That they'll never make it back to the playoffs because they don't have the GOAT. I mean, let's be honest here. If Tom Brady was the GOAT, why was he selected in the 6th round? With the pick 198. 198 in the 6th round. Why would the GOAT be picked in the 6th round? Because he had the best coach of all times in Bill Belichick. Yes, he was with the Browns, and he wasn't really that good. Yes, he started with New England. He wasn't the greatest, but when he got Tom Brady, he saw the potential in the kid. And with Brady's determination, which you can clearly see that there was determination in the kid, and the weapons that was around him, Randy Moss, Rob Gronkowski, Julian Edelman, hell, even Hernandez. For as terrible of a person he was, Hernandez was a better tight end than Rob Gronkowski. Think about that for a second. He was a better tight end than Rob Gronkowski. One of the greatest tight ends of all times next to Shannon Sharp. That says a lot about how good the New England Patriots were. And their defense was also incredible. But that's not the whole point. As I stated, I see this team going 9-7. Why 9-7? Simple, really. This is Jarrett Stidham's first season, probably going 16 games unless he gets benched or gets injured. And for how much people underestimate Jarrett Stidham, I say he's the next big quarterback in the AFC.